this is Jack Wonderland Frost with a newly gifted welcome buddy, Will. And Will is very excited to rate a plate, and this mystery plate is something I'm not really familiar with. I tend to miss out on a lot of stuff. It reminds me of that time where some guy named Spence was closing a jar of marshmallow fluff, and I was too busy trying to figure out what marshmallow fluff is, and then my buddies were all like, oh, go back, rewind it, you're missing the best part. And so I tried to replicate in the best place that I could possibly do it, and just like do a taste test, like to rate a plate. So the best part about this place is that even the water is just like, oh, just pretty much like spring water, and I normally hate water. So what I went to go along with it is something called an espresso martini. I tried it before, the black coffee, but I'm not crazy about the black coffee. But this one was a creamy espresso martini, and it's made with Baileys and vodka and all kinds of good stuff and a bit of coffee beans. But of course I didn't have the coffee beans. And even if I did, that's like weak sauce for me. But I actually like this a lot. It's not too sweet for those who love their coffee, but it's sweetened enough just right if you do love cream and sugar with the coffee, which is just right for me. And I figured, if I'm going to go all out with this place, I got to show a little bit of everything. And I say this was actually a pretty good choice. An espresso teeny as it is. So I've never had anything bad here. Everything I had here is pretty good. So that was one of the reasons I was excited to rate this mystery plate. And so what I had with it is the Caesar salad. And it looks pretty standard. Like, yeah, and I get it. But I swear, like, they actually know how to make, like, to really go all out with their kind of food. And so even the croutons are, like, pretty fire. And I love them. And normally I love a ton of them on top. But this was just right for me. And so the sauce and the cheese and the lemon that they put all that, it was pretty something. I enjoyed it. I felt like it was something that, you could really eat right away. And here's like another thing that it comes with too is their bread. And this is saying a lot because I absolutely despise having bread with oil as like the seasoning and all that. But this is the only place where I can eat garlic bread with olive oil, and it's actually really, really enjoyable. And that's saying a lot when somebody who hates this type of setup actually does enjoy this stuff. I don't think I can ever get enough of it. I think if you were to come here for any reason, it's definitely to go for the bread. And sure, that's what Red Lobster was for, but I gotta say, you gotta be a little sus about the Red Lobster cheddar biscuits. I get it. They're really, really fire, bomb and all that, but these are pretty close to me. If someone like me actually enjoys this kind of bread. So yeah, that's definitely worth checking out. And so I decided to go with the main entree is the chicken frangé chicken. All right, it's shown right here. And don't worry, I got other stuff too. And that's for this mystery plate that I have to rate that I have no idea about. And I thought it went pretty well. Usually you can't really go wrong with this type of chicken, but usually any kind that they'll do. But I think it complemented very well with this monstrosity that I ended up having. And I used linguine noodles because I thought it'd be very thick. I used the scampi sauce to closely resemble it. Then I had to top this with Parmesan cheese, and I don't think it was enough for me. This is how it probably came off as.
Cheese!
So overall, I gotta say, to rate this plate, I think it's very solid for me. I'd say it's like a 10 or a 9 for sure. So I think this mystery plate that's the favorite is awesome. So to top it off, we get a Zeppoli. I've tried the tiramisu and the cannoli chips like before, but I don't think I've ever had a Zeppoli. I hope I'm saying that right. And so I thought it was really good. I mean, donuts are kind of like pretty like a soft spot for me. I love the Krispy Kreme glazed donuts, but this is pretty close with the powdered sugar. It reminds me of beignet in New Orleans. But the cherry sauce and all that was all awesome. And, I think it was really good to rate these plates in this place. So now, with hope that I think Will enjoyed it. I've definitely enjoyed it, and I hope you get you give these plates that we rated, mostly me, a kind of a fair shot, or actually try to replicate your own kind of mystery plate to rate. So stay safe until I see you guys again next time. Bye bye.